Welcome back to another Chaos Zero Nightmare video, and today we're going to be talking about the Chaos Mode, which is the roguelike experience that you really got to love and grind out if you really want to progress into this game. And we are going to be starting a fresh look at the second world, which means all of our save data is gone, but up front, I at least wanted to talk about the characters that I'm going to be using, and in a follow-up video, if I have time to record when I'm out on travel, I'll dig into it a little bit deeper. So we did get Veronica as our starter, who is going to be all about this firing preparation, giving us a ballista, getting an extra attack at the end of our turn. But the save data is really the refinement part of this, where you're going to build out these decks over time, upgrade equipment, get new cards to experiment with. But as you go from world to world, as I just found out, you actually have to start completely over. So in this case, we will just be looking at a base level for her skills to work with. So from there, we're going to have Miwa, who is just a really great support character. Her blessing is just so insane for giving you extra action points and a healing. Like, Essence of Water is going to smooth out so much early gameplay for you. That is absolutely a key character I recommend running is all the way through story mode. Like, honestly, it's just so good. And then for me personally, I love Cassius. This is a guy that you will have to spend time min-maxing because he's going to feel really bad early on. I'll just be super honest. But if you take the time, go through his save data, find the right pieces, like this save data that I have for World 1 is super good. However, when we're starting a new planet, a new Chaos Mode, we got to start over from zero again. So in this case, unfortunately, I can't use this big thing. But for Cassius, he's all about the quests that you get and making sure that you're getting to go through all the quests and getting these various cards that say, oh, I can draw 2 cards for free. I can deal a damage and heal off of a card, right? This is definitely something that you build out the deck for every single one of your characters in your team to maximize that you can hit these various conditions. So definitely a guy that's going to take a lot more min-maxing to really ultimately use him in the right way, but something I am so excited to dive in for. So with that out of the way, Chaos Manifestation, we are in the second one. And again, our exploration level will just have like all the different various upgrades you can get. So you'll get more currency and all that stuff as you're going through it, as you might expect. But as we enter, we can't use our other start that we had, so we are starting all over here. You can see we have our characters with their partners, and we are just going to dive in, fresh run, completely fresh characters in this case, and we're going to see how far we can get, because again, this is the main game mode that you're going to want to invest with to ultimately build up your characters for endgame. Now, normally there would be 3 fate cards here, but unfortunately when I was trying to record the first one for this, I found out that I didn't have any of my setup for it, and I had to re-record the whole intro. So there would normally be 3 cards here that you get to choose from. In this case, we just got the increased health. So for starting off in Chaos, you're going to have your red, which is your normal battle stages. Campsites are where you're going to heal up and potentially sometimes have like a training event where you can remove a card from your deck. Blue is completely random, could be a fight, could be a boss, could be a goddess buff, insane potential. There are going to be purple stages, which are elite bosses, and there's going to also be save points. So this compass is like your midway checkpoint. Maybe you got a really sick equipment and you just want to immediately save that and restart the run. You can bounce out at this checkpoint. Or maybe you're on the verge of death and your whole team is traumatized and there's no way you can beat the next battle, right? But you got a really sick equipment that you want to save, get out, run, get out of the instance while you can, but you have to make it to this point. And then the last one is going to be this little market or shop symbol. That means you will have a shop where you can buy cards, equipment, remove cards from your deck. So you really do want to try to save up some credits towards the very end. So with that out of the way, again, I'm just going to be running through this as kind of quickly as possible just to show a full run start to finish. And see if we can live, because honestly, this is kind of difficult when you're starting off without any type of upgraded abilities or anything. So again, Veronica's main effect here is the firing preparation, which gives us a ballista card to work with. So at the end of turn, she's just going to deal massive damage to 1 unit. And we saw the Epiphany, which gives us a free card. Now, the thing I do want to warn a lot of players about that a lot of people are going to get tripped up on, this 5 means that it's going to take 5 actions and then do its ability. So as I'm playing 5 cards, it's then going to hit us with these 2 guys. So we either want to try to kill one of these guys that have 5 actions and dealing damage, or we just have to make sure we have a shield ready to go, right? So another combatant uses skill card gain reload 1, which I don't think we have confirmation of what reload does yet. I haven't had that come up yet. So this is going to heal us and give us an action point back. as well as loop into another Epiphany. Okay, Whirlpool is very good. So in this case, it is an AoE effect that's going to give us a massive, massive heal. Now, keep in mind, we still want to knock out this guy as soon as we can. So we're going to line up Cassius' ability because he's weak to it, and then use the Whirlpool to knock it out. And great, so with that, we're able to do enough damage to clear out both of the enemies before they attacked us. This guy's going to shield up and then do damage in 8 turns. So in this case, we just want to try to knock him out in time. So Epiphany is going to give us Devil Dice. I love this one because it just deals massive damage and draws you a card, and everyone in this chaos is going to be weak to Cassius's effect. So that's just a free effect for us. So we have a quest. We're not going to be able to resolve that yet, but you'll see this as we go on through this run that Cassius will start to get rewarded for playing certain cards in certain orders. So again, for the sake of this video, this is definitely not going to be optimal every time, but we are just going to do as many random events as possible to go through and show the different scenarios that you can run into. So we could eat the meat, and a selected combatant gains an Epiphany 1 time, but it's a curse. When this card is drawn, change the cost of 1 random card in hand to 2. No thanks. Or we can get a equipment. Health plus 20 at the start of the first turn. Gain action points equal to the number of Outbreak of War cards. Ooh. So Outbreak of War means a start in your hand. So this is a equipment that just says, hey, if you deck build and sculpt your perfect starting hand that also has like a draw 3 at the end of it, you can play your entire first hand, draw 3, play the entire second hand. So yeah, we're definitely going to take this because Cassius does have a shuffle effect. I gotta stop clicking on the preview. So there we're gonna get it, and spoiler, it wants us to put it on Cassius. So we can place this on any character that we want, and the entire team gets the buff. However, they can only hold 1 of each type. You can replace them later on and get credits for it, but you do want to be somewhat mindful of what equipment you're putting on what characters to truly min-max the team building efforts. Because again, you can mix and match these teams as you build out and going forward. So maybe I don't want Cassius in this team, but I want him in a separate team. Every item that I give Cassius can then be used in that other team. So again, here we're going to use our preparation, and again, we have the starting card, so it just gave us the extra resource that we wanted. I should have hit this guy at 5. I did not realize. I kind of overlooked that really quick. So our entire hand is skill cards. Unfortunately, we don't have a shield, which would have been really nice here. So that gives us back, nothing else we can do with this hand. We don't have a draw. We don't have an effect. So unfortunately, not much we can really do here, and we're just going to have to take some damage. So again, these count down either as you play cards or just whenever you pass your turn. So Whirlpool is, again, really good. This was a very good card to hit early on because it looks like there's going to be a lot of AoE effects in this fight in particular. And again, we do have a little bit of healing that we want to do, so we are going to use Whirlpool. And you can see that healed us up to 3 health points short of full. So we're going to knock out one of the guys that would normally deal us damage. We could use his ego skill here very early, but I'm going to save that for a boss fight. So keep in mind your ego points, which is this bar on the very far left side. That's just slightly cut off, unfortunately, because game capture is not working in the beta, at least right now, or playtest, I should say. But these points stay from round to round. So if you know that there's an elite boss stage coming up, save your ego points if you can. It's going to be super important that you do. All right, let's generate a random quest. So we got 111 again. We unfortunately don't have a way to get 111s on this turn, but in this top left corner, you can see Cassius's count starting to increase towards it. And that is the stress level that is starting to build up. Ooh. So here's really important. I could just totally attack both of these guys and just go to the next round, but our health is a little bit lower, and we know that this Whirlpool is going to kill them. So we want to try to heal up as much as we can before we go into the next round. Unfortunately, Devil Dice will kill both of these, so we have to use Whirlpool. Okay. Not as much as a heal as I would have liked, or stringing that all together, but we did get a noticeable heal before we go into our next stage. So again, another random event. We're just going to keep going. I'm going to take the safe route on this one just for the sake of trying to record this before I have to go catch a flight. We can get a flashbang. At the start of battle, apply 1 weaken. Okay. Increase stress by 5. Convert selected common card into tactical action. Increase damage by 15 against targets with shield. I don't want that, actually. It looks uncomfortable, but seems harmless. A scattering of purple powder diffuses a sweet scent. So the environment will also sometimes have hidden interactions that will give you another option to select from. But we're just gonna take the flashbang. Oh, but it's a weapon. I kind of don't want it to be on her because there's other better stuff that she can get. But also she's our main damage dealer right now, so we kind of need her to get 25 attack. So unfortunately, that'll probably get swapped out. I guess I could have put that on Cassius, but oh well. We'll stick with the recommended for now. So this is your rest area. Again, we could spend 50 credits to remove a card from our deck starting off, but we're just going to rest for free here. Get our health back, get our stress levels reduced, and immediately go into an elite boss fight. And again, this is definitely why we saved some of our ego points, and actually it looks like we are going to get our ego skill right off the bat. So now we can use this as our opener and just deal a bunch of damage to this guy in particular. So we will go ahead and fire this off. We want to use her firing upgrade. So create full house. So full house in this case, oh, double epiphany, means we have to play a card from each character in our team this turn to complete the quest, which we're missing a card, unfortunately, because we triggered the quest after. All right, for 1 turn, gain Fortitude 2. So this is deals less damage, or we take less damage. Create 1 quest card. Sure. Or draw 2, discard 2. Draw 2, discard 2 is crazy, actually. But quest card could be like your free draw 2 as well. Just for the sake of showing off more of Cassius's abilities, I'm going to showcase the quest cards and how strong those can be. But I probably would, in a normal run, I probably would have picked the third option there. Okay, so we have another attack that we're going to use, which again is going to buff up this 000 attack that deals damage as you increasing the number of attacks. And that will end our turn for this one. And again, it is weak to Veronica, so having this Ballista trigger is going to be very strong against this character in particular. So that was our last Veronica card. We need 1 Miwa to trigger the quest, and then we're going to get a draw 2. So yeah, again, just want to show more of the draw 2 effects. So now we can try to loop into more effects that are going to give us extra action points maybe to use this turn, or if we just want to use it for another effect. But it looks like we have another epiphany, so we're going to want to trigger this. So reload 1 and draw 1. So we're getting another draw cycle. Keep in mind, as we're playing cards, this counter is... Okay, that was super cute. This counter is moving down, so we do want to be mindful of that. And because it's weak to fire, as we're using cards from Veronica, you can see how this bar right here starts going down. We do want to try to put our opponent in a break state, so dealing more damage here through Veronica is definitely a smart move. So we do want to shield up to try to prevent a little bit of this damage that's coming our way, and then just finish with a rapid fire. So again, there was a Scythe unfortunately hitting us, and we will just go into our next attack here. And so again, at any time, you can go through and check the various skills or buffs that you have for each character, right? And just click on them if you want to see the buffs that the boss has or what their next action is. Make sure you check that through there as well. This is going to create another quest card for us, so I love my RNG. Another draw 2. I was really hoping to cycle through for Miwa's effect, but I guess we're just getting the base damage effect. So again, we gotta keep in mind that our quest is still active, so we're trying to play 1 card of each character, and that'll give us another free card in our hand. Okay, another draw 2. Unfortunately, we didn't draw into the action point resetter, so this whole hand is gonna get burned, unfortunately. But you can start to see where you have a deck built that's around a lot of 0s or 1s plus Miwa's action point gaining effect. You can really loop together a lot of stuff. Okay, so we're gonna get another quest card here. I'm just gonna do it this way for the sake of seeing what it is. We've done enough damage, so now he's gonna be in a break state. We're gonna cycle through to see if we can get another key attack. Nope. Well, Veronica is still gonna get another attack here at the end. Oop. So, quick note there, I shouldn't have done that last card because Veronica would kill them at end of turn before I get the get hit by it. So, a little min-maxing. I'm trying to, again, just get through this as quickly as possible just to show the progression of it, but technically a misplay for the sake of recording and trying to get through it. When using an upgrade card, deal 100% fixed damage to all enemies. Absolutely. All right, next stage, we're gonna go to a random event. I'm just gonna pick the middle one. Trickery, deceive the invader. Dice roll upon success. Select a card into fragrant bait. To all enemies, apply weaken 1. Add extra weaken equal to the number of enemies. Oh. Yes. And it's a 0. Yeah, I'm gonna try to go for the RNG here. Again, we can get that Epiphany card that we mentioned or health. I'm gonna try to roll the dice here. And because we have the trickery modifier through Cassius, so this is another area where your team matters for these explorations, we do get a +2 modifier. Cool, so we do get the item. Full wheel? What card are we getting rid of though? I don't want her using attacks, really. And I want her to have another 0 because of Cassius. We know that he wants to play cards for another unit. And so her having more 0s would actually be kind of nice right now. Because again, Cassius will always filter through his stuff, like, very quickly. So again, our ego points are getting kind of high here again. We can probably freely use a heal at some point. Oh, there we go. We got our weakness from the start. So now they get an extra weakness and damage decreased by 25%. Upon effect, reduce weakness by 1. So that is going to buy us a little bit of time against this against these guys. So we're going to use Whirlpool here to heal up a little bit. And there's no real reason to use either of these right now. We can take some damage and then use our ego skill. So they still have the weakened state. They're both going to, or is that a buff? Yep, that is a lot of potential damage that's coming our way. I think we had enough stages where we could. Yeah, we're gonna use her ego skill, get some healing, get the extra action points, right? Unfortunately, these guys are definitely gonna attack us because we're gonna burn out our entire hand here, but that's fine. I don't think I can do enough damage to either one, but... So again, this is going to continue to tick down, but we are able to heal and then shield up a little bit. So there is the double attack, and now we should be able to knock out this one in the back at least. So we'll go ahead and start a quest. Again, this has 5 left on it, so I don't think the starting quest really matters too much here, but... Oh, nice! We got the damage and healing one this time. Nice, nice, nice. And unfortunately, this one's going to attack first. Oh, I forgot this is the skill one, not the other one. So I should have started with the pendant here first. Okay. Well, we can at least kill one of them before both attack, which is nice. We'll cycle through just to see if we see any other 0s. We don't. The Whirlpool can heal us a little bit at least, but with the 3 points, I think we can just... So this deals 70... I think we're going to be a little shy to deal enough damage, unfortunately. Oh, what? Survived by 1. Rude. Oh, no. Miwa's about to go into a break state as well. Okay, so again, Last action, we know he's going to die. We just want to try to heal up as much as we can with the cards that we have access to, which unfortunately is just going to be Whirlpool in this case. Gain 14 health back and go to the next stage. So again, this is our mid-checkpoint, right? This is where, if we want to, we could leave, exit this run, and save our data. At the start of your turn, activate any one card without paying its cost. Sure, we'll... And we will put it on her. So again, you can... There it goes. I thought it came up before you select the item, but so you get a item and you get the option to temporary return and just run out with that gear, right? But in this case, for the sake of going all the way through it, we are just trying to skip towards the end and show off the one big boss. Our companion's belongings. Yep, a lot of questionable stuff. Increased credits and at end of battle recovery 8 would be pretty sick, but I also just want more equipment, honestly, so I'm just going to pray we get a legendary equipment. The healing option's nice though, but all right, well, maybe a little bit of a low roll on that end. Fortitude again still means we take less damage, which is nice. We are going to rest because we're saving all of our coins until the end. For the sake of this, I want to do... We're going to do the bottom path here just to try to get more of the random events. So again, going into an elite boss. This is, again, the fire buff one, so we're going to go ahead and just deal some damage up front. Get our ballista going. I should have done quest first there, which is my mistake. We're gonna get a full house here, which is gonna allow us to draw 2 cards because we completed Cassius's quest. And, oh, we only have 1 point left. Sure. He's gonna attack us either way, right? I might as well get my healing before she goes into her breakdown state. Because now we have Cassius's quest at least started, so hopefully we can roll into something good. We're gonna draw a card because again we want to try to filter through the debuff as quickly as possible. And yep, we're just gonna try to take some shield. That's a lot of damage, man. Alright, so now we're in a weakened state. We need, like, I think 1 more card is what it said. Okay, nice. So we got 2 full houses, which means we're going to be able to spam some card draw. There we go. Nice. And that's why I love Cassius. So now, with especially Miwa, we're able to immediately go into her skill, which is going to be nice because it's going to be a heal, allows us to use extra action points and really extend out our turn. Again, the boss has already done their thing, so we are free to do whatever we want for the rest of this turn. So we're going to play a bunch of cards, draw a bunch of cards, increase our action points, and see what we get. Unfortunately, we don't want to use either of those. We're just going to go into the rapid fire because that's, again, what he's weak against. And then into a wild card attack to try to burn through as much as possible. I guess here we have the 0, so sure, we'll see if we get one of her repoints. Oh, we did get one of her resets, so sure, free heal. And we can go double heal here. Not bad. Okay, so now we're going to be attacked by the boss again, so we do want to try to plan this out a little bit better. Again, the quest card is 6, so I always want to see what that's going to give me. So it gave us a draw 2. We're about to complete another quest, so we want to use a Veronica card. Complete another quest, get the draw 2 again. And now we have an option. We could just heal up and damage reduction, or we could use his ability and just nerf his damage very heavily. Which I kind of need the heal, to be honest. How much does this heal again? 528. Does not heal as much as I would like to. All right, and then he's going to attack after that. You know, because this is going right into the final boss, I do want to be a little conservative with our ego points, so we're just going to use a basic heal and damage reduction here. So we're gonna get a full, we're gonna get a shield here, go into Full House, and nice. We're gonna complete, well, we could complete another quest, but like, getting another Full House here probably is not gonna do too much for us. Okay, it did, oh, very nice. We were able to get into the break state with Veronica because we were able to draw into her card, and now I guess we can heal up a little bit more as well. Like, he's gonna get the Scythe effect either way, but we're gonna be able to do some increased damage here now. Turn 5. I don't think we're dealing. Yeah, I don't think we're dealing the full amount here, but I was not paying attention. Another Full House. So, okay, we might be able to loop into a Veronica ability to end up killing him this turn. So, can we heal and then... No, we actually just want to pass with the Ballista because he's at 38. And he should just die from the ability, right? So, this is what I mentioned earlier in the video. In that instance, we could have played another card to try to heal up or something, but the enemy would have attacked, so we just wanted to rely on her end of turn effect. Wait, extra attack damage? I'm assuming this means like follow-up and not just pure attack, right? Well, whatever, it's gonna go on her. So in that case, we're able to save a little bit of our health because Veronica gave us that like free action, which is why, again, she's so good. So more RNG. Let's get into some random events. And here's again, we can kind of click on things, get more information. Looks like the space pirates are after this. So gain equipment or upon success, event repeat. Feed the pirates honey. Okay, so this is some type of hidden payoff thing, so sure. Feed it one more time for 170 credits. Nope, sorry. I want, when using a card with the cost X. Oh, we don't have a character that uses this, unfortunately. Again, more health is more health, so I am just going to throw it on her for now, but that's definitely a card for somebody else. All right, we get a rest, which we're just going to heal up. We're going to get another random event. It'd be really cool if we got the treasure trove, though. There's like a hidden, very rare event that gives you like 300 credits, legendary item, and like, I think like an upgrade card. It's so good. Okay, so a lot of rolling options. We have an epiphany, we have an item, and then convert a common card into recycling. Oh, recycling is so good for Miwa. I don't know if we have a base card that we can get rid of in her deck, though. Because I want to keep the weakness. I want to keep... Who else has a card that I can... So something to keep in mind, this is one of the common cards, and I forgot if I said this during the past attempted recording or not, but these are the cards that will cycle out every single season, so you might not have access to this common card in Season 2, whatever that means, so you'll want to like rethink about how you're building your characters and the different synergies between them. But this one is really, really good, in my opinion, for the early runs, because there's a situation where you end up having a lot of ego points and not wanting to spend them, so having a card like Recycling allows you to just dig further into your cards when paired with Cassius, because Cassius lets us draw a bunch of stuff, and then Recycling allows us to have the action points to pay those cards. So this has been a very, very good card in my experience early on. But again, I'm trying to min-max some equipment. You know what? No, we'll go for the dice roll. I'm going to lose one of these dice rolls at some point. It's going to feel so bad. All right, not today, apparently, though. You fools. Yeah, right, so this is the issue. I can just get rid of his healing, I guess. And it gives him another 0. Technically, he's healing more than Mika right now, but that's not how it's supposed to be. I also can get rid of the shield because... no, we need a shield. In Wildcard, it's been very awkward to line up the additional damage, but we know the final boss is weak against Cassius, so having the higher threshold attack is actually really important. I'm just going to get rid of the amount of field for now. All right, so we have one more rest now, and we finally get to show off the shop. Ooh, what is tactical? Outbreak of War, so it's the starter card. Increased damage by 50% against targets with shields. Sure. Because we have the artifact, which one is it? No. Oh, it doesn't let us check the other... Because I think it was a Sapphire that said Outbreak of War, right? That gives us the extra action point, so I'm just going to buy it for her. So here you can start to see some of the other equipment cards. Exhaust combo. Gain 1 counter attack, sure. Gain 1 morale is decent. Oh, I didn't even check Heart of Gold at the end. Recover 10% of your health if your health is below 50% at end of the battle. So this is really good for extended runs. So you can also cycle the shop here in the bottom left corner. You can remove a card, but I think we have everything that we want. It does look like we're going to be short of any gold cards. So I am going to take this. Counterattack is just fine. And then we're going to shuffle and see if there's any other card that we can buy. Heal 200% if HP is full, gain 30 credits. No, I guess. It's nice that it's a, it's an only 1 cost. We can only use it once per fight. Healing's all right. When a card is created, grant random epiphany. Oh, God. That should be very good for him. Because all the quest cards generate stuff. So you always get your free rest. You always get a little bit of health back. You always get your stress levels reduced. And now it is time for the boss. Can we complete this run? This is what it's going to come down to. Summon single edge Reptatus and dual edge Reptatus. Devour the summoned monster with Devour and grow stronger by that amount. Okay, so this will summon random stuff that is going to bully us. It doesn't have a shield yet, so this doesn't do anything for us. And it's going to do a summon effect at the start. So unfortunately, she has an epiphany that we kind of want to use here, so we will just see what we get. Again, I still am not sure what wave 2 does in that regard, unless if it's just this icon up here. Unfortunately, like, we really wanted more damage here. I mean, she will get an end of turn attack, I guess. Oh, this is not a card I had in my last run, so I keep forgetting that this exists. Yeah, so no matter what, it's going to create another unit. And I'm trying to save for Cassius's ability. When the summon dies, this monster dies. Yeah, sure. He gets a shield. Shield and morale. Wait, can only target the... Oh, you can't even target... Okay, so we needed AoE in this regard. Okay, so when a card is created, we want to grant a random epiphany. So we'll get our buff first, right? And this is just going to be something that, wherever it went on this long list of stuff. Right, it's down here, so it's at the very end. Kowalski is going to give us a little bit of a cheering. We're going to... All right, this is kind of looping in a very funny way. So now we're going to get this free effect to create a quest card, to go into another epiphany. Oh, that's really good. So this is, again, giving us damage increase, damage reduction, and I forget what the third one is now. Shield gain. Shield gain is the third one. Which is good because now we have this to gain a bunch of shield. Oh, cool. This is where I mentioned, like, if our ego is too high and we know that he's going to try to deal some damage, we can now just use recycling to get 2 action points back and just continue our damage, right? None of these guys have a counter that we have to worry about, so we just want to try to do as much as possible during this turn because we got the upgraded based effects. So we have actually another action point for her, but unfortunately we're already at max health, so using the extra one here doesn't do anything for us. She did a lot of damage. And so, what do we have here? Another monster dies, so he's just going to keep charging up in this regard. Okay, so we have 000 for this turn, which we don't have access to. We're only going to take a little bit of damage. He's not threatening a lot yet, so we don't want to use the ego skill. We'll just use our big damage. Again, try to go into the weakened state here to knock him down. Okay, Veronica's end of turn targeting a random person is just very good at this for this fight in particular. So, you know, whatever, I guess. Shield and gain units, sure. So we're going to use another wild attack. So here you can start to see he's going to get the break effect, so we just want to deal more damage as possible. Unfortunately, not. Just kind of hoping for like another Cassius ability here because we don't have zeros. We're trying to find zeros to get our quest to keep going. And we have a reload one, draw one, but nothing we can really do with it. So we'll heal up the last little bit of health we have, reduce our sanity, and I guess we're at max ego points, so we want to spend a little bit of our gauge here to not let it just, you know, rot on the following turn. Oh my god. Okay. Well, this would have been good for the quest cards. So I need zeros again. We're going to use Devil Dice to create a quest card, which should be another 0. Which is going to be a draw 2, which is going to trigger his quest and also... Was I not at 2? I think that might have been a bug then. It should have given us a 0 cost. Let's see if we can draw into a different 0 cost. Man, so this is rough, right? Like, we're trying to showcase Cassius's ability, but we got another recycling, which allows us to go into the dice trick for more damage. So I think we just do eat this here. And now we're going to also have the triple attack. So I can't complete another quest with this card, or we could potentially make this free. So in this case, it looks like our options are to just start dealing some damage. And again, he is weak to Cassius's effect, so I want to make sure that I'm focusing on his skills. We want to use as much of our attacks that we have access to. And then 000 for the last hit here. And again, we could use her ability, but I'm trying to save it for a Cassius showcase. Because Veronica only deals damage in this instance, and I think we're like okay enough. We want to try to reduce his attack when he's actually going to threaten damage. Okay, so the wave 2 is her ability up here. I understand now. So that it did give us more gauge that turn. Cool. So we got the damage and healing. Love that combination for us. Unfortunately, we didn't get another attack here. So he's going to use a charge on this turn. So we just want to try to heal up a little bit. Honestly, we got kind of lucky with Veronica in this instance. Uh-oh. All right, well, unfortunately, it looks like there was a server crash that happened in the back end, so this will end the run. I did do a chaos on the live stream yesterday, so if you want to see the very end where you go through and like you get to save your gear and all that stuff, definitely go check out that video. But I have to go jump on a flight, so I just wanted to have a quick playthrough for those that were curious. But again, this is going to be the heart and soul of Chaos Zero Nightmare. So definitely, if this looked fun to you and if you want to min-max your characters, then I absolutely recommend checking this out. And let me tell you, when I was playing this on stream last night going through it, there was a couple turns where I was really close to dying. So I am really excited to see more of the end game challenge for what this has to offer. But until next time, my friends, make sure to subscribe if you want to see more Chaos Zero Nightmare content in the future. But until then, stay safe, stay hydrated, and we'll see you in the next one. Cheers.